And we are now yet again, with Next Level Hi-Fi and Lars from AGD. Welcome back to my channel, Lars.
Yeah.
Pleasure having you again. I am here in front of their ultra high-end system and a brand new speaker that you have never seen, the T5 from the Borresen lineup. Okay, this replaces, I believe I'm not mistaken, the 05 SSE.
That's right.
Okay,
That's right.
so this loudspeaker right here is a brand new breakthrough. I heard it briefly at the factory tour, and let me just say, it's definitely something that you really need to listen to. The price performance has always been great for these guys. I mean, they know what they're doing. I mean, I feel like all this creativity that Mike has when it comes to loudspeaker design, your madness when it comes to tinkering and playing and the cables and everything that you're passionate about.
That's my part of the job.
Really shines through this.
Yeah.
And so tell us a little bit about what we have here, what's in front of us.
I mean, we couldn't make a speaker, even the Axis L3 you heard upstairs.
Yes.
Without having been doing the MCS. Because it's trickle down technology we have. So in this baby, in the mid-range driver, we also have 3D printed, not zirconium basket, but titanium baskets.
Titanium baskets, okay.
That reduced the pricing quite a lot.
Okay.
But we still have a lot of the same qualities. We have new coating on the split toe cones as well, which make it more stiff and more, I'll say, less sticking out when it comes to resonances. And then we also, from the MCS, have the trickle down of the noise cancellation, the Tesla and Dita technology, and also the anti-air linear. The tweeter is exactly the same. It's also the silver motor system, magnet motor system, the iron-free. So it's really a high-tech speaker. It's not an M, but they have a lot of the qualities.
A lot of it. Yeah. It is fair to say it's a more affordable M series in a way.
Yeah,
is it fair to say?
Yeah, even it's not really affordable for most people.
Yeah,
but it's
true.
You have a lot of the qualities.
A lot of it.
Yeah, you do have.
And what's the current MSRP for this bad boy?
It's $225,000.
$225,000.
And it will be available in the walnut.
So
and in black and white.
So the original, the 05 SSE was also $220,000, right?
Yeah.
So you actually managed to create a better product and kept the MSRP at the same.
We know more.
That's interesting. And that's usually not seen when it comes to hi-fi.
I mean,
you usually see more price increases.
It's the same as the L speakers upstairs. It's trickled down, you know. It's a very advanced 4.5-inch driver, which keeps everything in place up there. And I was listening to also the small ones I told you, for a few hours last night.
Yep.
I was sitting there, I got actually thoughts. I said, hey, Lars, how many systems have you been playing over all the years, you know? I was a front figure for Nordos for 20 years.
Yeah.
So, you know, one day I was playing a small system for $2,000, and the next day it was a $2 million system. So I was saying, how many systems for this kind of money have you ever heard? It's a little bit the same here. I mean, when we're talking the MCS and the top reference electronics we have, I mean, we are talking plus $1 million at least.
Yeah.
And this system is 300,000. And have a lot in common with the M and our electronics, the 880 series.
Interesting. Tyler, Next Level Hi-Fi, tell us a little bit about what we're showing this with.
Yeah, we're super excited to be here with these guys. We are showing the all-in-one, introduced it to you, Jay, in Munich. It's called the U588.
Oh, yes.
So this is $35,000 US. And so it's your streamer, your DAC, your integrated, all in one.
Okay.
And we have a little bit higher level of cable loom in here. This is the Ansys D3. So here you have the D3 power switch, which is, again, clean up the network signal like the other rooms you listen to. This is the D3 power distribution bar. And this is the D power box. And this is doing some work in the active circuitry on the loudspeaker. So it's actually connected to the loudspeakers via that kind of thinner cable you see going on.
Got it.
And then this is the Ansys rack, the reference rack. So kind of cool because you get to see the new speakers, but kind of in a moderate form factor. Normally when we get to this level, we have all these boxes and racks, and this is kind of a more contained, lower price point system for you to listen to. So basically 35 grand driving the T5s.
That's incredible. And the cable line is which model? The cables?
The D3 is right in the middle of our range.
Middle,
Yeah.
middle of the pack. Okay. And you mentioned something. Let's make sure the viewers see this. These need power because of the noise cancellation.
Exactly.
Correct.
Yeah,
So
that's
I
what
just
you
want to make
see
sure they
with
see
the
that.
BNC you have sitting there
So-
goes to the power box we have over there to activate all this noise cancellation.
Got it. So that's really, really important. I know you are huge when it comes to noise cancellation. It's one of the biggest.
It's a strange thing because you don't hear it before it's not there.
Right.
That's very true.
So it's like people say, "Oh, my system is not noisy," until you figure out it's actually pretty noisy.
Yeah,
I think you have been through that.
Oh,
as well.
absolutely. You don't really. You just get used to noise.
Yeah.
Don't know any better, right?
Yeah.
So then when you remove it, it's a curtain that lifts, and you're like, I didn't know there was so much music behind
Exactly.
that I wasn't listening to, that I
Yeah,
didn't.
it's amazing how much of our music is covered by noise without we know it.
That's it. That's it. Exactly it. That's exactly it. Yes.
So one other thing I want to touch. Do you have another minute?
Absolutely. Let's do it. Yeah.
Awesome. So I wanted to actually bring in the North American sales manager as well for Audio Group Denmark, and that's Peter Hansen, as you know. And
Yep.
so I just wanted to do a quick Q&A with these guys.
Oh,
Just take
awesome.
a couple minutes so you can get back to the show. I know there's lots of people waiting, but
Yep.
this will be kind of. So Peter,
Peter.
if you have a second, come on. Let me introduce you to my colleague, Peter.
Peter, welcome back again, man.
Hi, Peter.
Good to see you.
Hey,
Trying to
Peter.
get rid of this guy. He's popping all over the place, you know.
He's leaving me hanging here. All right, cool. Well,
Seniority.
yeah, I guess so. So thanks again for being here. I wanted to take this opportunity while I had the kind of masterminds of AGD and IAJs. We did that nice factory tour this
Oh, yeah.
summer, and that was a really incredible experience. One of the challenges we ran into because of my clients' availability was, a July date.
Right.
And so one of your viewers, I think, had maybe a critical or legitimate question.
Mm-hmm.
They said, hey, this factory's huge. Where are all the workers?
Right.
And I think that just paraphrasing it. So I wanted to give
Yeah.
the the CEO or the owner of Audio Group Denmark and the North American sales manager just an opportunity to respond to your
Yeah,
viewers'
absolutely.
questions, if that's okay.
Yes, please. Go ahead.
I mean, when you came over, you guys, it was right in the middle of the summer
Yes.
holiday
Oh, yeah.
season.
And I informed that
And
to
you
my
know,
audience.
we are
yes.
more than 60 people
Yeah.
spread out in two
Yeah.
factories now. We have a total of 45,000 square meters right now.
Square feet.
Square feet. Sorry.
Square feet.
The other one is bigger than Dali and we're not. So it's we have had a growth, and it's like, we make not all drivers in house. We make the treaters. We also make the drivers when it comes to the T and the M. We hand build these drivers. But when it comes to our insular stuff, it's really high-tech drivers still we have, because we make all the cones, the spread to carbon cones, in our factory. We buy the best surrounds in the world from Kurt Müller in Germany because he's the best. We also buy the spider ring from this guy. We also buy the voice coil former, not from him, from the best in the world, and that's a Taiwanese company, and they're made in titanium. And we take all these parts and ship it out to our dear supplier Leo in China, who's a Samuel driver. He's one of the best in the world we use for that purpose. Do we do a better job ourselves? Yes, we do, but we couldn't sell the L speakers upstairs for that kind of money. We couldn't sell an X on C if we have to hand build other drivers.
Yeah, impossible.
So it's like we have put more technology and more higher quality in everything we do, and that's the same with the T5s you have here, but the same for even the least expensive we make. So yes, I don't know why people are so busy with China. Right now, maybe about politics there. That's a different story.
That's a different conversation altogether.
But we don't have that quality of craftsmanship in Europe and US doing cabinets in the quality we have. You can't find a guy, even the most famous Danish manufacturer of drivers, don't have the same quality as what Leo have in China. And to reduce price, so we have a chance to sell extremely high quality to people for a decent price.
Well, first,
That's what it's about.
I gotta say, I have to respect and give you, a lot of credit for being honest, transparent. Something that a lot of brands hide, and I think brands usually tend to hide that type of information, that transparency, because the fear of people not wanting to buy products, because the moment they mention China, they kind of like, let me look, into something else, right? So it's awesome to see you be that transparent, and I 100% agree with what you're saying. There's only so much you could do in-house to present extreme value propositions. At some point, you have to look at ways to giving your consumers, the opportunity to still get your design, still get your idea when it comes to quality products, but that may not be necessarily 100% made in Denmark because of what you just said, right? It's just impossible to reach those price points.
It's also, the biggest supplier of aluminum in the world is China.
Right.
They're covering 62% all aluminum we use in our industry or any industry.
Wow.
India is the second biggest with close to 30, and the rest of the world have the rest.
Wow.
The biggest supplier of aluminum outside Asia is Canada with 5.8% of all aluminum.
I didn't know that.
So they can even cover their own use of aluminum.
I didn't know
So
that.
when you're saying, oh, these cabinets are made in China, yeah, but if you have used 400 pounds of aluminum, it's highly risky. Everything comes from China.
Right.
So it's not a discussion, it's about where can we buy the highest quality for the right price to offer you products in the quality we actually have to offer you.
Yeah, no, there's no denying in that. So people wanted essentially, and obviously I'm glad you're here, Peter, too, so you can articulate this further. The biggest thing was when people see a factory tour, their eyes go, if it's a car manufacturing plant, they want to see movement.
Yeah.
But I was very honest with them. If you all saw my video, I did say that we're in the middle. It's something in Europe, summer and towards the holidays. Okay, people just take off, and obviously it has to make sense with the schedule of the factory.
I think we have 5 people during when you visit us out of 60.
So, obviously viewers can be very critical. Viewers can question things.
they can.
So, but it is our job to have the transparency. So, I mean, I know you've been with the company for how long now?
Coming up on 3 years.
3 years,
But
right.
I go way back with that young gentleman over there, about 30-some years.
Terrible.
So, yeah, we have 45,000 square feet of facility. And what you didn't get to see was our brand new 20,000 square
Right.
foot.
I agree.
That's where
That
a
was
lot of
a
hand building
Yeah.
going on, even
I wish.
down to the L series of speakers. So,
Right.
But even though they knew Jay was coming,
Yeah.
they didn't. They want to have the vacation.
Yeah, of
Sorry.
course, absolutely. Hey, I don't blame him. I don't blame him.
So we, as Lars said, we have just surpassed 60 people now total.
60.
How many people are in production of that 60? Is it like 40-ish? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah,
40.
so 40 people assembling the electronics, cables, and speakers.
That assembly process and perhaps seeing stations that go from point A to point B, I think is what people wanted to consume a little more of. And for whatever reason, again, of course, they are very honest. They didn't have the opportunity because people were on vacation, as it should be, right? But maybe this is an opportunity for you all to send me footage.
Yeah.
I put you guys in front and center now. Send me some videos. I'll put them up on my channel so people can see what happens.
We can do. We have a
No big deal.
marketing guys can do that. Yeah.
Easily, right? And so I want people to see what happens, right? Because I don't want them to get the wrong message and thinking that, oh, nothing's happening there. Everything else is done somewhere else. That's not what we
Summer
want.
was happening. It's called summer vacation. I'm not taking that away from you. No.
Yeah, no question about that.
No, don't test my vacation.
It's a nice to clarify.
Yeah, it's
because
beautiful
you
weather,
can have
too.
A different view at us without have been there.
Yeah, beautiful, lovely weather, beautiful country. Hope to visit there soon. It definitely was an incredible experience.
Yeah, so I thank you
Yeah, you're welcome.
for the moment
Yeah.
to clarify that.
Yeah,
I know
no,
a lot of
absolutely.
Your audience was
Yeah, no,
wondering,
and it's again, and when I made that earlier video, I did say that we have to give them a lot of props for not hiding, for not they were so open and transparent about what goes down, what goes where, what gets allocated to who, how things are built. I understand that it brought up more questions, which is expected with a new topic. I mean, it's expected, right? It's not abnormal, but I mean, they're here answering again and giving you all more context. And I'm hoping that they send me more and more footage so that I can put it out there for you all to see what they do. Now, outside from that, I will say, if you're looking for affordable stuff, these dudes are hard to beat. if you're looking for systems that work, I hate to call it a home theater in a box, but it really is when it comes to 2-channel, because you don't got to do nothing. There's no guessing. You don't got to call another dealer to find cables that you need to use and call someone else for the amplification. They just give it all to you. They sell it all to you. And I can't really think of many companies who do that today. You know, Magico dedicates themselves to loudspeakers. Right. They're not going to recommend what amplifiers to use to you. I have Magicos right now. Wilson, they're not. I mean, that's a different story. They might tell you who to go to for amplifiers. Okay, we know who that is. But they don't sell streamers. They don't sell cables. They don't sell any of that. And so these guys will just take the guesswork out of it. You don't have to be stressed the way I am. And so when it comes to those propositions, whether it is, I wouldn't call it entry level, but when it comes to affordable or prices like with the room that we just saw with the C1 and now the ultra high end, they have it all. So that's awesome to see that you guys have a full portfolio of products that people can enjoy. And remember, a lot of what goes into the top end stuff, the design, the engineering, the ideas, trickle down to the entry level stuff. It's not some other dude designing it. It's not some other dude making the L3s or all that line of products. It's the same guy that builds the $500,000 speakers. Same guys. All right?
Yeah.
Any last few words? Anything else you may want to say?
We're pleased to be here in in Washington
Yeah.
again, because I think it's a fantastic show, by the way. And also, you know, when it comes to Denmark, we already have an open door for people.
Yep, yeah.
Not only press people.
Beautiful,
but
beautiful,
also
beautiful place.
for consumers and
Yeah.
so on. And we take the time when people are there.
Yeah.
And we treat people with respect and make sure they have a good time.
Yeah, I had an amazing time.
So,
Absolutely
so
incredible.
thank you very much.
No, thank you for the opportunity. Any last few words, Peter?
No, I hope you got to hear I'm very impressed with our entry-level system.
I have made a video. It'll be released. It probably released already.
$60,000 shocked the crap out of me too. So.
If you haven't,
Yeah.
rooms, again, Next Level Hi-Fi is Tyler, 723, 725, and Eisenhower. You got to check out these guys. The rooms that Next Level Hi-Fi puts together are always impressive. And remember, I will pay you $1,000 if you find one room treatment in any of these 3 rooms. You're watching me. I'll give you $1,000.
We do have
Find one, and the plan doesn't qualify.
Planted sticks don't qualify.
Babies from IKEA. Take the first or the reflection from the sidewall. Sorry, so we do have.
He's
But
all lit up.
upstairs we don't have any.
Okay.
Give him the $1,000.
Oh man, honey, give me $1,000.
No, it's mine.
Yes. All right, folks, that's all I got. This is GA's Audio Lab signing out with AGD and Tyler from Next Level Hi-Fi. Talk to you soon. Peace.
Thank you.